Hello and good day. I am Natacia and you have just landed at the NataciasSudznScents station. I'm going to show you a collection of beautiful designs where I use African black soap as an additive. You will be surprised at how some of these soaps turn out. If you've seen African black soap, you know how powerful and rich it is in natural ingredients that's wonderful for the skin. And I'm going to marry that with cold processed soap. See how I make combinations of both ingredients? Don't miss out. Grab a snack, grab something to drink, play my videos in the background while you cooking or while you cleaning, and let's get started, you guys. Have you ever seen plaid African black soap? Well, in today's video, that's exactly the design that I'm doing. I'm using inspiration from Africa, using raw African black soap and the buffalo plaid technique to create this beautiful design. Stay tuned to see how I did it. Hello and good day. I am Natacia and welcome. In today's video, we are using the buffalo plaid technique and raw African black soap to make this beautiful design. You guys, I swear it looks like a little blanket. It is such a cute design. I've wanted to do this design for a while. I'm so happy I got a chance to do it. As you see in the beginning of the video, I had a soap that was a fail to me. The design did not come out quite like how I wanted it to, so I decided to use a small percentage of it in my batch to redesign the soap. So I used crisp juniper to fragrance this blue batch, and when I tell you it smells like a beautiful deep lime, it smells awesome. If you haven't seen my review on it, please check out the video I did on Nurture Soap unboxing. Here we are a couple days later, and I'm molding the loaf that's going to be my first column, my blue column. I was a little concerned that it was going to be a bit grayish, but it actually came out a nice little periwinkle. When cutting these columns, I decided to do 1 inch by 1 inch by the length of the mold. And one of the things that I learned is that you have to cut all your columns for your entire batch the same day. In this loaf, I actually cut the blue column one day and then the other column the next day, and guess what happened, guys? They were different sizes even though I cut them the same size. So how did that happen? Well, the first columns that I cut cured overnight and water evaporated out of it, which shrunk the column. So lesson learned, do all of the columns the same day. I mean, when I first measured the columns, they were 4.1 ounces. 2 days later, they were 3.5 ounces. It's crazy. So for my white batch, I decided to use lemon essential oil because I think it will be a beautiful complement to the crisp juniper, which has a lime scent. And it really does smell awesome, you guys. it's assembly time. And you guys, I decided to do one single side piece for the soap because there's going to be another video coming out, and I did multiple pieces for the sides and I didn't care for how it came out. And guys, here is the beautiful African black soap, also known as OSE DUDU and Alata Samina. Now, originated in West Africa with the Yoruba people in Nigeria. Also, the words OSE DUDU means black soap. Ose means soap and Dudu means black, and it's also called Anango Samina in Ghana. The process of making this soap go back many centuries. It's made with local harvested plants within the community. So recipes can differ from region to region in Africa, but generally it's made from ash, cocoa pods, roasted plantain skin, palm kernel oil, aloe vera, shea butter, and they have this really extensive process of how they cook and churn it to make this beautiful African black soap. If you guys are interested in seeing how it's made, it's completely incredible. One of my favorite videos is made by a YouTuber named Tatiana. She shows how they make it from scratch, and it's awesome, you guys. All natural African black soap is antibacterial and antifungal, and it deeply and gently cleanses your skin. The ash within the soap helps to exfoliate and clear clogged pores, and it also helps to reduce acne, razor bumps, and soothe skin irritation. So if you have like acne on your face, acne on your chest, acne on your back, acne on your skin, is really good for that. But it can be very drying, so you don't want to use it like every single day. Authentic African black soap is not polished and smooth, it's not jet black, it can break easy, and it doesn't have like a flat or marble color. So all of these little goodies you see inside this soap, all the little brown specks and things like that, that's all the goodies, that's all the natural goodies in the soap. Process of making this soap, it's very vigorous, and these African women put a lot of energy in making this soap and producing this product. So I completely 100% hands down appreciate the efforts made to make the soap, the positive energy that goes into making the soap, and using it to help my skin. I live in New York, so black soap was a big thing, especially when I was in high school. If you had one zit, it didn't matter how many zits you had on your face, as soon as it popped up on your face, you gotta go get the black soap, you gotta go get the black soap. And you be like, Dad, calm down, it just popped up. There's always black soap somewhere. Like where I was, there was always someone selling it. But if you're like, you're not in like a metro area, you can find an African community. They're definitely gonna have it in like an African grocery or African store. They'll definitely have it for sure if you're looking for it. You might also find it in Caribbean stores too. So if you know me or you watch several of my videos, I always like to put some crazy top on my soaps because I like big soaps, guys. I don't really like small square soaps, but I felt like the design in the middle was good enough. I did sprinkle some glitter at the top. Didn't have to, but I did. But I really wanted to rock out the top, but I decided against it. So guys, are you ready to see this soap cut? Alright, now hold on to your OSE DUDU. Come on now, come on, look at that. Look at these squares. Of course they need cleaning up, but look at that. They look like a little blanket. You know what I love about this soap? I love how the African black soap was left its natural color, and it's just subtle. It has its little bits and pieces in it. The blue is bluing, and then you have the white that has its blue specks in it. I love it, and it looks even better when I polish the edges, you guys. But I really love the result of this. put some touch-ups on this soap, polish it up so it can look nice and pretty. When I did these bevelings, you guys, I fell in love with this soap. I'm sorry. I feel like I gotta make another version of this with the African black soap. Look at that. It looks like a little blanket. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the creativity in this buffalo plaid design. I love the African black soap. I love how its bits and pieces of plantain and cocoa pods are sitting out, so you know that it's African black soap. And I love the citrus scent. The lime in the crisp juniper and the lemon scent. This soap just smells beautiful. Now, which one do you guys like? All 4 sides beveled or just the 2? I have a hard time deciding on that one. I like both of them. So now that you know the benefits of African black soap, do you think you would use it? Do you think you'll try to make a version of a blended African black soap and cold processed soap? What do you think about the design and how it came out? I am totally interested in what you have to say. By the way, you guys, my youngest gave me a cold, so I'm sorry if I sound crazy, but shout out to those who are getting over their cold, because the struggle is real. If you made it this far, put a picture of a giraffe, an elephant, or Africa emoji in the comment section. I'm going to see how many people actually made it this far. Shout out and much appreciation for those of you who watched the full video. Sometimes I know it ain't easy, but I like to show you guys the whole process, not just bits and pieces, and give you a little bit of history on what's going on in the soap. You know what I mean? But I see you. Trust me. I see you. I recognize you. I appreciate you. FYI, I have an entire playlist of African black soap. If you want to check that out, please check it out. I have other videos if you want to watch it. As always, protect your energy, you guys. Thank you for watching. Please click on the next video, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now. With a layer of African black soap in between in response to the crazy layers challenge that we had to do for the Soap Challenge Club. How in the world was I able to create this design? Guys, if you want to see how I was able to accomplish this soap, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Hello, 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 and good day, good day, good day. Welcome to my channel. I am Natacia. I had to do a soap in response to the crazy layers challenge that we had to do for the Soap Challenge Club. For those of you that are new, I am a part of a group called the Soap Challenge Club. You're welcome to join. And every month we do a new challenge technique. It's usually a different soap technique that we apply to the soap, and then sometimes we win prizes. But it's a awesome way to learn new techniques and share information with other soapers. And we had to do the crazy layers because they want us to get crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to get a lot more crazier with this challenge, but let's just get into what I did in this video. The bottom layer, the main goal was just to separate the colors. I wasn't trying to make them straight. I just wanted separated so that when I put the tie, the gear tie in, and I swirl it, it will incorporate the colors and create a hanger swell. And I'm showing y'all my arts and crafts I made some arts and crafts. No, I actually made scrapers for my loaf. So you're going to see me scraping it's actually a design on the scraper itself, but I wanted my layers to not be even. I didn't want them straight across. I wanted them to actually zigzag. The Crazy Layers challenge was a beginner challenge. Each layer had to be a different technique. So there's so many different techniques that we've learned over the years with the Soap Challenge Club. So you had to just pick a technique, and each layer you want to try to illustrate that technique. So it wasn't like willy-nilly, you just dump a bunch of colors in and make a crazy soap. You actually had to show a technique for each layer, which I thought was very interesting. So my first layer, I chose to do the hanger swirl. The second layer, I chose to do the in the pot swirl. The third layer I chose to do was the ombre swirl technique. And now I'm adding my African black soap. So someone had asked me in one of the comments about how much lye is needed to saponify African black soap. But African black soap has already gone through the saponification process. You can literally buy raw African black soap and use it right away. You don't have to put it through any kind of lye saponification. So in this sense, I'm using it as an additive. I'm actually just using it as an additive to combine with my my soap batter. Okay, so guys, instead of me doing one large batch of oils and a batch of live water solution and combining it all together at once and separating the layers, what I did is I divided my oils and lye by 3, if that makes sense. So that when I was ready to do each layer, that's when I've added the lye and combined the oils and combined the colors and poured the layer. And the main reason why I did that is because each layer, because it requires multiple colors and blending and scraping, by the time I get to layer 2, that soap is going to be all starting to get solid. And I wanted it to stay as liquid as possible for each layer because I wanted the actual technique to show. So that's why you see me scrambling, getting colors and blending again, because each layer is being mixed at the time that I'm about to pour. Now, the one thing I wished I did differently when doing this second layer is I wished after I created these little rings, I wish I let it sit just for a couple of seconds, maybe 30 seconds, and give it some time to get a bit thicker. You know why? Because when I pour it didn't get muddy, because the end results you can see each layer, but I wanted there to be more of a distinction of the colors, and it kind of wasn't. It wasn't really what I was going for. I wanted this to be a bit more detailed. I didn't want it to get too muddy, So at the top it looks muddy, but what I realized is that when I actually started to scrape this layer, you start to see the different colors. But I still wished I waited a little longer before I poured this layer out. And of course, this is the layer where I didn't orient, I didn't turn the scraper in the right direction, and end up getting two dividing layers that were going in the same direction, but that's okay. I wanted the African black soap layer to be a bit more liquid so it would just lay and get solid. It was a bit too solid. So when I laid the layer in, it was kind of scraped, it was kind of moving against the stagnant underneath layer. It still came out okay. It's just that now all my activated charcoal is mingling with the African black soap, and I wanted it to be distinct. But, that's just the way it is sometimes. Obviously, I know now what I can do differently next time, but I was able to fix it because, that's me. That's what I do. I learn from my mistakes, and I figure out ways to make my mistakes become masterpieces. Masterpieces. Now here we doing a little ombre action, and it's really simple to do. You tilt your soap loaf at an angle, you pick a color, and you add another color to lighten it, and you pour. So each time you pour, then you stop, you add a little bit of the lighter color to lighten it, and then you pour again. That's how I was able to accomplish somewhat of a ombre. It's better to do this technique when you use the whole loaf, because then you can really see the transition of the ombre color. All right, we got 2 days later. Anybody ready to see the crazy layer masterpiece? Did I get crazy? All right now, hold on to those ashy elbows. Okay, got a lot of cleaning up to do. You clearly see the 3 different techniques. The ombre layer came out really nice. I like how the purple and the turquoise and the white going into each other. I like the bottom African black layer section. The top one, of course, got a little mixed up. She just wanted to be different. She just was like, look, I want to be different. I do not want to look like number 1. I want to look like my own layer. So it's all right. She good. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? She art. Her name is Abstract. Okay, so leave her alone. Mountainous, unicorn mountain, terrain, dirt kind of vibe, like, what I'm trying to say. So the soap came out very unique, and I'm not mad at it. I always wish that I could have did this and I could have did that, but you know what, guys, soap making could be so much fun and entertaining, and so this is what I came up with. I think I end up calling this soap Unicorn Mountain, something like that, but I enjoyed the process. Now, I hope you're taking care of that beautiful skin of yours and protecting your energy like I always say. Watch some more of my videos, you guys. Happy New Year, and I will see you in the next video. Not only am I taking African black soap to make this beautiful landscape soap, but I'm combining it with cold processed soap to boost the bubbles and the skin benefits. Grab something to eat and keep watching to see how it unfolds. Hello and good day. My name is Natacia, and welcome to NataciasSudznScents. Did you brush your teeth yet? Is your breath still stinking? Don't even worry about it. Just don't talk. Just keep your eyes on the screen. In today's video, we're doing a landscape scope, and we're using raw African black soap to act as part of our landscape scenery because of its natural properties, also known as Alata Samina, Anango Samina, and OSE DUDU. Raw African black soap is perfect to make a landscape that includes sand because it is peppered with natural plant properties like the cocoa pods and the plantain skin, aloe vera, palm kernel oil, all blended up inside the soap. And those are the little goodies that you see peppered throughout the soap. Those little brown spots are those natural plant ingredients, which is excellent for your face. Black soap by itself. However, I'm combining it with cold processed soap, which boosts the moisturizing properties, as raw African Black soap or OSE DUDU has a tendency to be very drying. Now, I never professed to be any type of, professional artist and said that my soap was going to come out very specific to the picture. However, we're growing over here. Don't you want to grow? It's always room to grow. Here's my thought process, you guys. When the wave hits against the sand, it's usually white and foamy. So that's how I started out with the white soap. Like the appearance of like waters rushing up to the sand and leaving like that film. Then gradually, at the deeper you go into the water, you'll see that the color gets to a lighter blue or lighter green, and the further out you go and the deeper the water is, it gets a darker blue. So that's why you see me gradually adding the blue. And I wasn't trying to mix it so it turns to a solid blue, because I didn't want it to be solid. I wanted to have variations of blue and green in it. Now guys, this is the top of the soap, and it's supposed to be like a horizon that's mixed with like the oranges and yellows of the sun kind of wanting to set, but my sun didn't come out right, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna scrap the sun and just deal with the horizon. But you'll see in the final cut what showed up and what didn't show up. It still gives skyline, but I think I could have did a little bit more to bring that skyline out so you can differentiate between the water and how far it goes back into the horizon, and then the separation into the sky. But you know what? I don't think this was a bad attempt to making a landscape soap. I thought the African Black soap actually helped it. And I know I could have used scrapers or embeds, but I was actually trying to just be rogue and do a landscape soap without having to use scrapers or embeds or things like that. Now guys, look at the side of this soap. This soap side, I literally can lay this soap on the side like this and cut it horizontally, and I would have gotten beautiful bars the same way. This looked like I'm walking in the sand towards the water. Doesn't that just looks really beautiful still. It looks like, see how it's lighter towards the beginning and then it gets deeper blue towards the back. So it gives the appearance of depth. Yeah, I think I'm cute. I think I'm an artist. The same is to the side. Now when I turn it to the side, it's the same thing. It looks like the sand, then the further out you go, you have the deep water, and then you have the skyline. It's the same thing whether I cut it horizontal or vertical. If you're a soap maker, let me know if you attempted to do like a beach landscape soap and what techniques you use. If you're not a soaper, tell me what you think. Does it look like sand? Does it look like a beach? Or does it look like water? Does it look like a hot mess? Like, let me know in the comments. Now, are you guys ready for the soap cut? All right, now hold on to your beach buns. Can we just talk about how this soap looks like waves are crashing? Look at how the white is going into the blue. That looks almost like waves crashing into the sand. That looks really, really nice. Now the top looks a bit rough. I'm not sure why. It could be the cutter. It could be that I did a separate batch of soap for the top. But that's why we have soap scrapers and bevelers to help to dress the soap. I'm not hiding nothing from y'all. I'm not pretending like it's perfect after I cut it. My soaps, I do have to do a bit of editing, but it's okay. I'm keeping it real over here. I end up fixing it. Watch the beveling section at the end. Kind of give horizon. It kind of give maybe a continuation of the beach. To me, it looks like a horizon, which to me is not enough contrast. But this is not a bad attempt at a landscape soap at the beach. Look at that. Now the sun didn't show up for work. He was just like, I'm not showing up in this soap, goodbye. So there's no sun, you don't see a sun. The African black soap is just doing sand. I mean, it knew the assignment, and African black soap was like, excuse me, my job is to look like sand. That is my role today, and that's how I'm coming across. Look at this one on the right. It has like that orange, like the sun is setting in the background. That's the one that looked the most like a horizon. Some of you who watched my previous video on different ways to use African black soap in soap have seen this soap already, but I wanted to show you the process of me making this soap because it was a bit of a challenge. I thought it would be a great idea, of course, to include a lather test so you guys can see how the African black soap and the cold process soap mix well together and makes bubbles. So let's see how it works out. Oh, let's go, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. You're gonna get lost in those suds, get lost in those bubbles. Look how they both combine together. Excellent. See, I told you when you bevel it, it gets a little better. It's not as rough, but I think part of the issue is my soap cutter. And a little beveling doesn't hurt nobody. It really makes this soap look nice, even though I'm struggling a little bit with this beveler, but look how that made it so much more beautiful. And with the beveling and soap scraping, as you can see, the tops are not as rough looking. Excellent. So what we thinking? Nice design, great attempt, need improvement. I know it's all of the above, but I liked how the black African soap really brought it to a next level. Look at this video, African black soap in a cold process soap. Well, in today's video, I am taking 4 soaps and redesigning them using raw African black soap, the cold process soap method. I am also going to be adding some additives. It's going to be boosting the skin benefit. If you're ready for the journey, let's get started. Hello everybody, my name is Natacia and welcome to NataciasSudznScents. In today's video, we're using raw African black soap as an additive in our cold process soap, and we're going to rock out 4 designs using this soap. I'm trying to challenge myself because this additive is not easy to design in cold process soap. As you can see, we have our turmeric and ginger infused with sunflower oil, and I use about 1 ounce and 15 ounces of oil. I am now adding 1 ounce of aloe vera. This is going to help loosen our African soap batter and also help fight acne, kill bacteria, and moisturize the skin. And now I'm adding 1 ounce of rice milk. Now, if you haven't seen how I made rice milk before, or my rice milk video, how dare you, I will provide the link for you to watch. If you haven't seen that video, you're missing out because that soap came out so creamy. Oh my gosh, you guys. I have 3 containers, each have 15 ounces of oils and butters, which include shea butter, cocoa butter, avocado oil, etc. And I have my additives in each one. And for those of you who are interested, I'll be showing the recipe later on in the video. So I'm going to be showing you how I do 2 designs, but I'm going to do 4 soap cuts. So stay tuned for that. The idea behind doing this design, I just wanted to do like these circles. Look how beautiful, guys. Just look how beautiful that turmeric inside that soap batter looks. But guess what? It does not stay that color. Now, I've made turmeric and ginger African black soap before, and I should know better. You want to see what happens after the soap cures, and you want to see what the turmeric color does. stay tuned to the end of the video, but you still get the benefits of turmeric inside the soap. It's just that that beautiful burnt orange color doesn't stay, and I forgot. So my whole design in my brain, I'm like, okay, this looks nice. It's giving me very much giraffe. I mean, this is an African black soap, cold processed soap, and I am doing a giraffe print design. I mean, guys, I didn't plan it like that, but I'm gonna pretend like I did. Now let me stop. Let me stop. But this soap came out beautiful, and the whole idea is just to do, I wanted each soap batter to go inside each other. So I wanted the white, then the turmeric layer, then the African black soap. And this is why the aloe vera works so well inside the portion of the oils that had the raw African black soap, because it helps it to stay fluid enough so that I can create this beautiful design. In this soap, we got our raw African black soap, we have our aloe vera, we have our rice milk, we have our turmeric and ginger powder, and we have kaolin clay. Now, kaolin clay is great to use in soap because it helps to absorb impurities and toxins and dirt from your skin without making your skin extra dry. Now, turmeric or turmeric powder is great to put in soap because it helps to brighten your skin, it helps to even your skin tone, and it gives you like a clearer skin appearance. Also, because of its anti-inflammatory properties, it helps your wounds to heal quicker. Now, this is the second loaf that I'm going to show you how I create the design, and I decided to use Himalayan rhubarb as a natural botanical colorant for this soap. Himalayan rhubarb is supposed to give like a pinkish reddish tone. Depending on how much of it you use in your cold processed soap, you'll get either deeper, richer red. I didn't use enough to get a deep enough red, which I was going for, but it's okay. This design actually came out nice too. I kind of wish that I used a glass rod and moved some of the batter around inside so the design was a little bit more intricate, but this loaf actually came out really nice too. Again, we use all the same additives. We use the turmeric and ginger, we use our rice milk, aloe vera, and of course the star of the show, which is the raw African black soap. Now, why African black soap? Well, for those of you who haven't had the pleasure of being introduced to raw African black soap, it is a natural made soap that's originate in Africa and is made with a lot of plant matter such as shea butter, cocoa pod, palm kernel oil, plantain skin, and ash. And they take this product, they boil it, they process it into soap, and it's excellent for your skin. It naturally has vitamin A and vitamin E content in it, which make it perfect for reducing inflammation and healing skin ailments such as razor bumps, acne, hyperpigmentation, things like that. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, I always talk about how when I was growing up, anytime a pimple, anything pop on your face, you can't even walk into the classroom without somebody saying, oh, you gotta get the African black soap, you gotta get the black soap. Just in case you thought you was hiding that little pimple under something, somebody will be all pointing it out like you didn't wash your face. I mean, it's really good at pulling impurities and oils out of your skin. You can use it by itself. You don't need to put it in cold processed soap. I just thought it'd be a great marriage between the two, and I can make nice designs of it. And yes, I'm a soap maker, but I'm an artisan, okay? An artisan. Here we go with our giraffe soap. This soap came out beautiful, but you see what I mean when I'm talking about that turmeric, that deep, rich, burnt orange that can come out. But you see the African black soap, you see the design and the interest is giving giraffe/tree. It's giving put me on before you drink your coffee, because you're going to be bright and clear face today. I think it came out really nice. I love that the African black soap is just embedded in it, just like a tree trunk. I love pushing myself a little bit. I think I could have pushed myself harder, but this is a great start to incorporate in raw African black soap in cold processed soap. These designs came out beautiful. Almost everybody I know has some type of face product or soap that they had to use or used to use when they were little because of a parent or elderly person told them it was good for their face. Do you have that? Like, do you guys have like a special product that you used on your skin because your parents or your grandparents or elder in your family told you? Tell me the ingredient. Now here is the recipe that I use to make these soap. Just as an FYI, anytime that I've used raw African black soap, I do not use more than 3 ounces per 45 ounces of oil, or no more than 85 grams of African black soap per 1,275 grams of oil. All right, now we got soap cut number 2 out of 4. Are you ready for the soap cut? All right, now hold on to your Alata Samina. Nice. Look at the African black soap. She's peeking through. She's like, I'm the star. Let's go. The Himalayan rhubarb, you see it peeking out, the little pinky pink color. I wish it was a bit deeper. Next time I'll put more in there. But this came out beautiful. Guys, it came out even better when I beveled it. Oh my goodness. But I think this was a beautiful incorporation of African black soap. I can't wait for you guys to see soap cut number 3. Now this is soap cut number 3. I didn't show you how I made it, but look at that. Now this is giving me a very geometric design. I love it. I love how different it is. However, the intention was for the African black soap portion to be in the middle and then the rest of the soap to surround it. And the African black soap had a mind of its own, which is fine. This came out really cute too. This one also grew on me. Now I want to say it grew on me, but I liked it. When I beveled it, I liked how it came out better. I actually re-blended some of the soap in it, so that's why you see some of the white and the blue, because I've reused some of the soap scraps inside of it to give it a more textured look, and I really liked how it came out. Some of the Africa-shaped African black soaps that I made, and these came out beautiful. The Africa shape looks just glorious. It's so beautiful to see the African black soap in the soap itself. As with the other soaps, it needs some beveling and some cleanup, but it looks absolutely beautiful. Soap cut number 4. Shout out to you if you made it this far. This one came out so beautiful. Are you ready for this soap cut? All right, now hold on to your Tanzania. Boom, boom. Oh my heavens. This looked like a beautiful beach in Africa. Can you name a beautiful beach in Africa? I heard Zanzibar had some of the most beautiful beaches in Africa. I know there's tons more beaches. I don't know if you even knew that Africa had beautiful beaches, but they do. I would love to go to Zanzibar, but look at how beautiful that African black soap is complementing the blues and the whites in this soap. I love not only how the design came out, I loved how the bevel came out. I loved everything about the soap. The tops look like layers of water. It just really came out beautiful, you guys. If you're interested in seeing how I made this soap, I will release another video after this one showing how I made it. I just didn't include it in this one because this video would have been super long. color. And I know I keep talking about it, but yes, I have a video out on it. Look at the corners. Look how it ties into the overall design of this soap. And I realize there's like a trick. You can make it look 100% smooth. Like the third soap, if you look at it, it looks smooth all the way around. But the bevel just always just ties everything together. Just when you think your soap is not doing it for you, when you bevel it, it just ties it all in. Every single time I use this beveler, I find that I create a new design that I've never created before. But look at these soaps. Shout out to Africa. Let's go, Africa. Shout out to Africa. This raw African black soap is just bringing all these soaps up to a different level. All of them came out nice, especially with the additives of the rice milk and the aloe vera, the kale and clay to pull out the impurities in your skin. Let's go. What we doing? Now, if you have not seen my lavender and vanilla African black soap. But my question to you is, what fragrance immediately makes you feel calm once you smell it? Is it jasmine? Is it vanilla? Is it sage? Is it weed? Hold that thought. In this video, we're going to explore scents that are known to make us feel calm. Grab something to munch on, grab a drink, and let me do all the work in making this lavender and vanilla African black soap. Good day. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Natacia, and I'm going to be making lavender and vanilla African black soap. African black soap is one of the golden treasures from Africa, if you didn't know. But before we get into that, I want to welcome you. If this is your first time here, welcome. Welcome. You are phenomenal. And if you are a return visitor, you are greatly appreciated and phenomenal also. Let's get into this video, guys. Now, this is my sugar water lye solution, and when you combine it together, it gets very hot. The sugar helps to boost the lather in soap, and that's why I use it. But because of how dangerous this can be, there are no kids, no pets, no birds, no goldfish, no animals, no food, no drinks, no tea, no coffee, no husband in the room with me. Nothing that's going to distract me is in the room. I have to be focused when using this solution. And this is tussar silk. Now, tussar silk adds a soft, silky, luxurious feel to your soap with more, and it also adds more slip to your soap bar. The silk proteins help to soften your skin and improve moisture retention. So the tussar silk itself is a protein produced by a silkworm moth. The cocoons are left behind by the silkworms and are collected and spun into single fibers. The worms and the moths are not harmed or killed in this process, and there are several species of these tussar silk moths in China, India, Japan, Africa, and North America. So I'm going to add a little bit to our lye water solution so that our soap bar final product can be soft, have lather increased in it, and it will have a slip to it, which should add to the calmness that we're trying to create in making the soap bar. Now you see me adding oils and butters together, and then I'm going to add lye to it. Now these are not random measurements or anything like that. I actually have to use a soap calculator to calculate my recipe so that everything works. So I will include a link to that soap calculator in the description box below. And if you're interested in seeing how I use that calculator and how I pick my ingredients, let me know in the comment section, and I'll do a video on how I use this calculator to create my recipe. And here's the star of the show, raw African black soap. Now, if you haven't seen my turmeric and ginger video, please watch it. I go deeper into the origins of African black soap, how it's made, how Africans make it, and some of the ingredients that go into it. I'm going to be adding 5 ounces of this to my batter. As you can see on its own, African black soap lathers. And this is great for some skin ailments. You can use it for dandruff, razor bumps. But again, do your own research. I can't make claims, but this is what it's known for. It's been around for centuries. So I'm going to be adding this in. It's a very naturally made soap. It's palm oil, palm kernel oil, shea butter, roasted plantain skins, cocoa pod. It's a beautiful, beautiful soap, and I respect Africans for making it and keeping that tradition alive to modern times. So as you can see, the silk fibers have dissolved. I'm still going to filter it into my oils because I do not want loose fibers floating around in the soap. Although that wouldn't harm the soap at all, I still don't go ahead and mix my batter to a very light emulsion. Emulsion is the process of when you mix your oils and your lye together, and you'll see something called a trace, light, medium, and heavy trace. You barely see a trace with this because I'm going to be doing more blending, so I don't. Now earlier I asked you what fragrance, if you smell it, makes you feel immediately calm. You see me adding lavender from Brambleberry. Is Lavender 4042, and lavender is probably one of the most popular scents for relaxing and for falling asleep. If you walk down the baby aisle, you'll see a lot of products like baby bath and things of that nature made with a lavender or chamomile scent, and that is because it's known to relax and make you fall asleep. So there's properties in it that's supposed to help calm you and help release tension and soothe racing thoughts and help you unwind. It's great for uses in aromatherapy. Now vanilla is more of a familiar scent, and apparently, according to some studies, some businesses scent their business with vanilla because for some reason, not only does it reduce anxiety and stress and produce calmness, but it also elevates your mood and help encourage people to keep shopping. But that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because this particular lavender fragrance is it's not extremely powerful, but it's powerful enough where I feel like it's a little too strong, and I wanted to soften it up with vanilla. So what scents do you smell that makes you feel calm? Is it lemongrass? Lemongrass, if you inhale it, is supposed to also promote relaxation and reduce anxiety. What about neroli? Neroli is actually known to be a sedative in some countries, and it's supposed to be known to improve menopausal symptoms and PMS symptoms when you inhale it. Isn't that crazy? I'm going to provide links below to these studies so you can check them out for yourself. Now, lemon is also known to improve, the lemon essential oil is also known to improve your mood. It helps to promote sleep. It helps to ease symptoms of depression and relieve stress. What about ylang ylang, which is extremely expensive in my opinion? Ylang ylang is another aromatherapy fragrance or scent, and is known to decrease blood pressure and reduce stress hormone levels. Isn't that something? These are just fragrances. These are just scents. Now, is there any fragrance that you guys like the smell of that's calming but it's weird? For example, do you like the smell of gasoline? Do you like the smell of someone's foot? Do you like the smell of sewer? What scent makes you feel relaxed and calm but it smells odd? Now I'm going to tell you guys something. Don't judge me. Don't judge. I like the smell of baby puke. Like 3-month-old or less. Baby puke. Oh my goodness. I love the pukey smell. I don't know. Something about it relaxes me. I love this part of making this soap. Look at those swirls. That is beautiful. And it smells like lavender vanilla. Now I just want to let you guys know that any fragrance that you're using soap that has like a bakery scent or a sweet scent has something called vanillin in it, and vanillin has a tendency to turn the soap brown. It doesn't mean that it ruined the soap, it just turns soap brown. So the bottom half of the soap that I have the vanilla in, which is the African black soap part, is going to get darker. I did not put it in the white part because I didn't want the white part to get any darker than that. I just wanted it to stay like that white creamy texture. Now I'm going to give you guys 3 tips on how to boost your calming experience when you bathe. But before you do that, look at those swirls and that soap. That is just beautiful. And if I have gave you some value in this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Y'all better hit that subscribe button because I've been giving you history. I've been giving y'all facts. I'm giving it up for you guys. So please hit that subscribe button. But let me give you 3 tips that I feel can boost your experience, your calming experience when you bathe. Number 1, by my soap, of course, by my natural soap. And number 2 is to get a loofah. Now, I have a 7 ways to increase your lather video. Check that video out. That video shows different ways to increase your lather in your soap and save on products. So if you guys love to splurge on your skin, those ideas will help you extend your product life. And my 3rd tip, guys, get rid of that dusty old shower head you got in that shower. Get rid of that standard stock shower head. Are you kidding me? Go to Bed and Bath, go to Costco, go to BJ's, go get you a better shower head, and one that has like 27 settings in it. And get something that has like a rain setting, a waterfall setting, a mist setting, a spa setting, a get the heck out of my face setting. I mean, go and spend some money on a decent shower head and put it in your shower. And trust me, you're going to thank me for that. Splurge. Get rid of that old shower head. If you do nothing else as a result of this video, change your shower head. Get a great soap, get you a loofah, and let me know in the description below if it had increased your calming, soothing experience when you bathe. Guys,
we have to pamper ourselves as much as we can, and it's not that expensive to do the tips that I just added for you. Now earlier you saw me sprinkle a black powder onto the base layer of this soap, and that is called coconut shell carbon or activated charcoal or coconut charcoal. Now coconut charcoal is an additive, it's totally natural and is environmentally friendly, and it has a very small carbon footprint, and it's derived from coconut shells. Now it's commonly used to treat poison, high cholesterol, hangovers, and upset stomach. Its most effective use is for filtration. It can help filter out water and contaminants from water. Some of you guys may use it to brush your teeth. It's supposed to be really good at getting your teeth really white, like coconut charcoal toothpaste. But in soap, coconut charcoal powder minimizes pores by keeping the pores clean and freeing it of dirt and oil, which helps to minimize the appearance of your pores. So it's really good for skin that's oily, but overall, when you see it in soap, it helps to remove dirt and oil out of your skin. And I like to use it as a colorant as opposed to actually using black mica, because I think it's a natural product to use and it serves dual purposes for color and for functionality. Look at that. That soap came out really, really nice. If you're gonna tell me this won't look nice in somebody's bathroom, I'm sorry. Look at the color. Look at the soap. Oh, you know what? Look at them swirls. Look at the swirls. Look at the beautiful African black soap portion. It's just so beautiful. This is a beautiful soap. If you have a color palette in your bathroom that's similar, this is gonna make your bathroom hot. Okay, this is a beautiful soap. It's natural. It's gonna help get your skin together. It's gonna help you smell good. It's gonna calm you down and help you relax. So this really came out nice. And if you have made it this far, you're phenomenal. You're awesome. And you know what? When you combine the properties of oatmeal, coconut shell activated charcoal, and African black soap, you get a powerhouse cleansing bar. Grab a snack and a drink, guys, and watch me work to create this dynamic coconut shell activated charcoal African black soap facial bar. Good day, good morning, and welcome to my channel. I am Natacia, and we're getting straight into making this coconut shell activated charcoal African black soap bar. Now say that 5 times fast, I dare you. Let's start by grinding our oats as fine as we can get it, unless you like the ungrounded look of oats in your bar, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And guys, no instant oatmeal, please. None of that stuff that comes in that pre-packaged bags and has all those flavors. Just plain, either old-fashioned oats or plain oats. No, or steel cut, no whistles, no bells, no name brand, just plain oats. I am Natacia, and since you landed here, you know you're always welcome here. Just keep positive vibes and good energy, and we good. We good. I want to recognize my existing subscribers. Boy, you are awesome, and I want to recognize my new subbies. Yay! Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. And my new viewers, you are awesome and phenomenal as well, and I appreciate you watching, and I value all of you guys' time, so just thank you. I know I'm extra, but I gotta recognize. And some of you have been leaving some great feedback and comments in the comment section, and I absolutely love that. I love that so much. And I know some of you might be asking, why is the title of this daggone so long? I mean, daggone. Well, it's extra. I'm extra. The soap is extra special. So we need an extra special title, okay? So let's get into the video. I decided to add my oats to my oils before I add the lye. And it's because I wanted to incorporate the oats better, and I wanted to finely ground it even more. And as you can see, I've also added aloe vera gel. Just in case you have not made soap before, all of the oils and butters that I use in my soap are pre-measured. I do have a recipe, so I'm not taking random amounts, except for the aloe vera gel. I blended it, I strained it, and I added it, and I did about 2 or 3 ounces of that. But overall, I have a recipe that I'm following, and maybe I'll do a tutorial, and then we can create a recipe together, and I'll do a video on that. If you're interested, let me know. And here is the star of the show, African Black Soap, which on its own have great properties of rewarding your skin. It lathers by itself, so it's dynamic all on its own. And I do have 2 videos where I go into detail about its origin and how it's made. So please watch my turmeric and ginger video and my lavender and vanilla African soap video. There I discuss the soap in more detail. But the process of making this soap is ancestral and has been made similarly for centuries in Africa. More specifically, its origins are in West Africa, and is made with some ingredients such as ash, cocoa pods, roasted plantain skin, palm kernel oil, shea butter, to name a few. Right now you see me I added about 5 ounces of African black soap into my soap batter, and I'm trying to blend it as fine as possible because I want it evenly distributed throughout my soap loaf. Be asking, what's the big deal about activated charcoal or activated carbon? Well, it's porous, and toxins and molecules sticks to its surface area. So you might see it used in emergency poison control and food poisoning. It helps to absorb the poison before it can be absorbed by the stomach. You may also see it in facial masks and toothpaste. Some people use it to brush their teeth. But the reason why I'm putting it in soap is so that the oil and dirt can bind to the coconut shell carbon or charcoal, and then when you wash off your skin, all of the oil and the dirt that's attached to the carbon or charcoal washes off. Can we just take a minute and look at this soap? Look at all the little specks in it. It just gives it this beautiful natural look, this natural vibe to the soap itself. And when it cures, it looks even better. That African black soap, you got the oatmeal in there, you got the aloe vera in there. Oh my goodness, this soap right here, everything seems to be going well, right? Okay, number 1, I should not have added that much to it. I only need 1/4 of a teaspoon. Okay, and number 2, I should have pre-mixed this in oil so it can distribute better in the batter. Other than that, yeah, of course something had to happen. Of course, If you look to the left, you see that I pre-mixed it in oil already, and that's the consistency I really wanted. You don't want to risk it being patchy in the soap, so I like to pre-mix my activated charcoal in oil and then put in the soap batter. So, you know, I left this mistake in here because it's fine. I'm human. We all human. None of us is perfect. If you feel you're perfect, then, you know, congratulations. I'm not perfect, and I'm not going to hide everything I think is important for you to see. And you can recover from the mistakes. It's no big deal. See me just adding a little design to the top. I didn't want it to be a square bar, and I like my soap bars to be high topped. I don't really care for like the regular square bars. I like it to be high topped. In a second, you're gonna see me spraying 99% alcohol on top of the soap loaf, and that's to prevent soda ash. Soda ash is like a white ashy film that forms on the top of some soap loaves. And the soap is fine. It's just aesthetically, we don't really care for that film. So we spray alcohol on top to prevent that, or we cover it. And this is how it looks dry. Doesn't it look better than just a plain old top? It's like a creative soap loaf. It's just a creative soap. It looks great. Now, who's ready to cut the soap? Look at that. Look at the base. Look at the top. Are y'all ready? Hold on to your butts. Let's see what we got. It was a little, I was struggling to cut it. But look at the soap. Yes, it don't have any crazy designs, but this is unscented and plain. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Look at the little ingredients in the base of the soap, and the top is chock full of activated coconut shell carbon or charcoal. Look at all those tiny ingredients at the bottom. That's all the plantain skin, roasted plantain skin, the history, baby. The history is in this soap, but it looks great. It looks great, and it looks even better when I bevel it. Look at the tops. Look at the tops. This soap is great. This soap looks great. And if you don't think it look great, well, you know. To each its own. I think it's beautiful. Here you're going to see me bevel the soap. And guys, watch me bevel this soap and rock out this soap. Look, what? Professional looking. This looks great. I mean, come on. If you're going to put a soap in your bathroom to use, why not make it look presentable? Like when you cook food, do you just plop food on a plate? Or do you try to make it look nice and presentable? Like, trust me, when I make food, it's like you can take a picture of it and put it in a magazine. And that's how I feel about this soap. It's beautiful. It's great for your skin. It has aloe vera in it. It has your oats in it. And why not make a beautiful soap out of something that's natural and beautiful? What? It needs some cleaning, but what? That is great. You guys can do this. Everybody can do it. You can put your own creativity in any product you make, guys. We all have those inborn talents. And I stamped it. What does that say, though? I stamped it with something, but I can't see it. What does that say? It says subscribe to your girl's channel. If you haven't already, subscribe. And if you're asking why, what you mean why? What you mean? I got more videos coming. I'm giving you like history of all the ingredients. I'm not boring. I mean, why not subscribe? Boom. 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 Look at the lather. And you're using less of your soap product, so you can extend it for a longer period of time, especially you spending coin on these natural products. Look at the lather. This is so awesome. Look at it. It's beautiful. You made it this far? You know how I feel about people who watch the whole video. You're phenomenal. You're awesome and phenomenal. I want you to have a great week. I want you to have a great week. Protect your energy. Stay positive. And thank you so much. Hey, hello everybody. Good day, good morning, good night, good everything. I am Natacia and welcome. I am redesigning a soap that I made previously, and I'm using African black soap as an additive inside of it. I've done videos like this before, if you've seen it before. So let's get into how I made it. Before I do that, I know I sound like a frog, I'm sorry. I am feeling under the weather, but right now, here is African black soap in all her beauty and glory. She gets her own introduction music and her own theme song, because all superheroes get their own theme song. Raw African black soap is phenomenal. You can use it by itself. I've said this in previous videos. It's very ancestral, meaning that it's been passed from ancestry to ancestry, generation to generation. Great for razor bumps and acne and other skin ailments. But you got to be careful, because if you use it on its own, it's very drying. So make sure you moisturize very well. Roasted cocoa pods, plantain skin, ash, lime, aloe, palm kernel oil are some of the ingredients that are in OSE DUDU, Alata, Samina. And the ash is what actually distinguishes it from other soap. And the origins are from West Africa. So wonderful soap. Now I should have broken it up a little bit more, but it's okay. I broke up the pieces, and look at that nice, rich turmeric base. What I didn't show earlier is that I use my turmeric infused olive oil to make up the oil base. So if you have not seen that video, I did do a video on how I made turmeric infused oil, and you should check that out, because I use that oil in some of my soaps. Awesome sauce, right? All right, so I'm going to blend this till I get the great consistency that I like, and then I'm going to pour it into a layer and wait for it to set up. Okay, so now I just put it at a slant, and I want to create a slanted layer. Now the original design, you guys, was supposed to be like a V. So I wanted it slanted on both sides, and I wanted to like carve out a little canal. I don't know. I'm looking for a good word in the middle. And it wasn't working out. I couldn't get the angle on both sides. So I settled for this. And the reason why I put some texture into the layer at the top is because what I was concerned with is when I pour the second layer of soap, I wanted it to grab onto something. I didn't want the layer to be so flat and straight that when people bathe in with the soap, it just slices off, and they have like this one jagged edge, like two triangles in their hand. So that's why I did like the texture. This is my second batch. Now the second batch is not going to get any African black soap at all. It's just going to be my turmeric infused oil and whatever design that I decide to create with the colors. The only actual color I used, I think, was black and a little of the titanium dioxide, which is white. The rest was just trying to use Turmeric's natural color. So I wanted to try to use Turmeric's natural beauty in, you know, creating the design for the soap. Listen, with the best froggy voice I got, you know, I want to say thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for my existing subscribers that's been holding me down for the last couple months. Thank you for new subscribers. You guys are awesome. And thank you even if you just watch the videos while you're chewing on some chips, you know, cleaning your house and listen to me ramble. Thank you. Your time is valued and appreciated. Now, the technique I'm using, I'm just pouring in small layers of accent colors and using the turmeric base as the major color, and I'm trying to kind of create a marble design. I do have a marble soap video coming out. Those soaps came out so beautiful. Oh my goodness. But I was having so many malfunctions with the daggone camera. I was looking at that camera. I was like, what is going on? So that's coming out soon. Layering it, trying to see if I can get like a little design in the soap and make it so that it looks creative and nice. Listen, guys, this is so random, but shout out to teachers. Let me tell you, this has been on my brain for so long. I feel like teachers are so underpaid. Oh my goodness. Shout out to teachers, all teachers. If you're a teacher, big up yourself, man, because I'll be watching how my kids develop and I'm just like, shout out to teachers, man. Shout out. Now here I am trying to make a, you know, intricate design on the top of the soap. This looks like that guy from Star Trek, his head. I cannot remember the dude's name. If you know the dude's name who had this look like, I don't know, this spot, I can't remember. Put it in the comments below. It look crazy, but when you cut this soap, it look nice. Nice. This came out nice and solid. Look at the African black soap layer, guys. Oh my goodness. But we're gonna cut this soap. Is anybody interested in seeing what this look like in the middle? Hold on to your wig caps. Let's see what we got.
They came out very nice. They almost look like a yellow zebra. They came out really nice. Nice, simple design. Great. And look at that. Is that a cat? Is that a kitty meowing in the cell meow? Little tiger. You know what? I need coffee. Coffee and tea for this throat. But this soap design came out very natural, very simple. It's nice. I like it. I like the African black soap part. I like the slant. I like the mica line. I think it came out really good. Now we gotta get the soap all dressed up for the ball. We gotta polish her up, put on her some nice shoes. Look at that. That looks nice. Nice and beveled, polished. It looks very great. That's what makes the soap stand out in your bathroom, in your guest bathroom. It just stands out and it looks beautiful. Look at the tops with the little gold mica. Oh my goodness. Now, which one do you guys like? You like the first design or the second? I like the color of the first design and the design of the second design. But I think both soaps came out really nice. Really, really, really nice. These soap came out awesome. Look at the African shape soap. I love soaps that are different than square, and I want to experiment more with different shape soaps as opposed to soap. But you guys, check out some more of my videos, like, share, and comment, and protect your energy. I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good evening, you guys.